Welcome back to Tech Stack for all you tech enthusiasts. Hello, everyone. This is part 2 of our Angular 22 series. In this video, we'll explore the Angular project structure. We'll go through the files and folders generated by the Angular CLI and understand the purpose of each one. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how an Angular project is organized and where you'll be writing most of your code. Let's start with the package.json file. This is one of the most important files in an Angular project. It contains information about the project, such as its name, version, scripts, and all the dependencies required by the application. Let's look at the dependencies section. This contains all the packages that our Angular application needs to run. Let's look at the devDependencies section. This contains packages that are only needed during development, not when the application is running in production. You might be wondering where these packages come from. Let's take the Angular router package with version 22.1.0 as an example. Open your web browser and search for npm. Open the official npm website, which is the world's largest package registry for JavaScript. Search for Angular router or Angular router. Open the official package from the search results. As you can see, the version displayed here is also 22.1.0. This matches the version listed in our project's package.json file, confirming that Angular CLI downloaded this package from the npm registry during project creation. All the packages downloaded by npm are stored inside the node_modules folder. One thing you'll notice is that this folder contains a large number of packages, much more than what's listed in the package.json file. This is because many packages depend on other packages to work correctly. These are called dependencies of dependencies or transitive dependencies. Let's look at the tsconfig.json file. This is the main TypeScript configuration file for the project. It tells the TypeScript compiler how to compile your code by defining compiler options, project settings, and other configuration rules. Let's look at the public folder. This folder is used to store static assets such as images, icons, fonts, PDFs, and other files. src folder is the most important folder in an Angular project because this is where you'll write most of your application code. Styles.css file. This is the global style sheet for your Angular application. Let's look at the main.ts file. This is the entry point of your Angular application. When the application starts, Angular begins execution from this file. Let's look at the index.html file. This is the main HTML page of your Angular application. It is the first page loaded by the browser. Let's look at the app folder. This is where you'll build your Angular application. Let's look at the app.config.ts file. This file contains the application's configuration. It's where you register providers, configure routing. Let's look at the app.css file. This file contains the styles for the root component. Let's look at the app.html file. This file contains the HTML template for the root component. Let's look at the app.routes.ts file. This file defines the application's routes. It maps URLs to components. Let's look at the app.spec.ts file. This is the unit test file for the root component. Let's look at the app.ts file. This is the root component of the application. It contains the component's logic, such as properties, methods, and other TypeScript code that controls its behavior. Now, let's open the terminal in Visual Studio Code and run the ngserve command. This command starts the Angular development server and builds the application. Once the build is complete, you'll be able to view the application in your web browser. You may see a prompt asking whether you'd like to share anonymous usage data with the Angular team at Google. For this series, select N for No and press Enter. This only controls analytics and does not affect your Angular project or its functionality. As you can see, the application is now serving at localhost 4200. Open this URL in your browser to view your Angular application. Perfect. As you can see, the default Angular page is displayed. All of this content is coming from the app.html file. Let's open this file, make a few changes, and see how they are reflected in the browser. Let's remove all the existing code from the app.html file and add a simple h1 element. Inside the h1 element, type Angular 22 series and save the file. Now switch back to the browser, and you'll see the updated heading displayed automatically. As you can see, the changes have been applied successfully. This brings us to the end of part 2 of our Angular 22 series. In the next video, we'll start building our application by exploring Angular components in detail. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you're passionate about learning new technologies, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tech Stack, and keep learning new skills. Thank you. And remember, consistency is the key to success.